Apostle Stephen Newman for raising me with a superior mindset. Thank you so much. Okay, so SNG Collection is a global brand of fashion. So we are into Senator, that's kaftan, safari suits and suits, agbada and everything.
Oh, okay. And it's Ghanaian.
It's a Ghanaian owned business. I'm a Ghanaian make a trip.
How long has this thing been in existence, SNG?
All right, so SNG, we started operation officially when the COVID broke.
Oh, okay.
So that was when I decided to fully operate the fashion, although it was an online business. But I said no, because of the global tendencies, occurrences that is sweeping across the globe, I think I have to add a little kind of technology to what I already.
Okay, so you're already sewing.
I was already into it.
Okay,
but we didn't come out to, let's say, we want to establish it in a physical structure.
Okay.
So we're doing it online because of the COVID.
The COVID, okay.
So we started officially in 4th May.
Interesting. And COVID had even started a year before, December of 2019.
Yes,
and then
please.
We went in lockdown somewhere around March of 2020.
March. So as of March, I was putting the pieces together.
Okay.
Getting how I can just implement the policies that I have formulated.
Okay.
Though I've written everything down. So I just got inspired by the Holy Spirit, and then I said, no, then let me roll it out. And then so we started. So we are 4 years in business now.
So SNG Collections is a clothing brand, and they say they make worldwide deliveries. What is that supposed to mean?
Please come again.
What does that mean? Worldwide deliveries.
Okay, so worldwide delivery, we have a lot of clients across the globe.
Mm-hmm.
We have clients in the US, in the UK, in Germany, and in other European countries. So we do delivery through FedEx,
okay,
or DHL, or sometimes by post mail.
Okay, that's good. So today we're going to be talking about the local fashion industry and how we can take it international. So let's start. So what we'll be doing is we'll be using your story and the lessons to also help those who want to, our listeners and business people who are listening to us this morning as well. So first of all, how did you get into fashion, into sewing and all that?
All right, so the thing that got me into is my passion, love, and desire for fashion.
And you've noticed this desire since when?
So I noticed it when I was in SHS.
Okay.
When I was in SHS. I was a chaplain by then.
Okay. Oh, and, man of God.
I used to dress a lot.
Okay.
So I just love it. It has been part of me.
You loved looking good.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So the passion and love, desire for always looking good drove me into the fashion industry. So I also said, oh no, if I have this ability or talent, then I think that I can also make money out of my desire or passion. So it's the passion that drove me into the fashion industry.
Were you sewing yourself? I mean, you yourself sat, cuts, all those things.
Not exactly as in.
I mean, during the SS days.
No.
You were just interested in.
I was just interested in fashion.
Okay, but you didn't.
No.
Okay, so then what was the journey?
So the journey. So from SCJ, then I went to university, and it will amaze you to know that I didn't even do anything fashion in the university.
What course did you do?
I did economics.
Okay.
So as I said, it's passion and then desire, love for something. It will cause you to be relevant in a particular field that your fashion points you to.
Okay.
So out of that, though I was in lecture halls with my classmates and other things, you come for school breakdown, and then I'll do 1 or 2 So as time goes on, I said, I know, then I have to also channel this into business. So I've not worked for anybody.
So you finished the cons.
I finished the cons.
You did your national service.
I did my national service. Absolutely.
And then, at what time did the whole dream of SNG come about?
That's about 4 years.
Okay.
4 years. So
when you finished service,
mm-hmm.
you still were not sewing.
No, please.
Up to now, you're still not sewing.
No, please.
Oh wow, interesting. So what we're trying to say is, if you have a passion for a particular thing, you could turn it into a business, even if you are not the one at the ground level doing it. So long as you have the passion and you love it, you can actually make it a business. Now let me find out from you. So who decides the designs and the creatives?
That's the important question about this thing. See, I'll answer
because I'm on your Instagram page.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the designs there.
I will answer. You see, we have a lot of CEOs in this country or across the globe. They don't do anything. They are not the one at the front line.
No, they just supervise.
Zoom Lion is not coming to the street
he doesn't
to
carry
come.
Rubbish. Yes.
Okay, so you see, I'm the creative director. I am the director behind any design that you can see.
So what you the econs guy, you are the one now saying, put the button here, put this
I'm
here.
the creative director. Is it this thing that it's on me? I design it.
What you're wearing?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So if you're watching us live on Facebook, you see Paul Fosueje, the CEO of SNG, wearing a kaftan that has so many. I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, it has some designs making it look like a suit, but not a suit.
So
looks like a political suit. So it's called a safari suit.
Exactly.
He's wearing a safari suit, and he said he designed it himself. That is the kind of passion we're talking about. That you can go and do a cons and still end up designing clothing and all that comes with it. Okay, so now that you are not the one actually doing the sewing, but you are the brains behind it, it means that your next thing, therefore, is to look for people who do the actual sewing. How did you go about that?
Okay, so thank you. In Africa, there are certain countries that are well versed when it comes to sewing.
Okay.
You look at Nigeria, you look at Benin, and then Togo.
Okay.
It's right now that Liberia and then Kenya are also picking up.
Okay. Oh wow.
But look at Nigeria, Togo, Benin. I brought in people from these places.
Oh, you don't say. You went to Nigeria and brought Nigerians to Ghana.
I brought these people.
I mean, you brought one person first.
Yes, one person. The person I started with was a Togo Beninois.
Okay.
Okay, he's a Beninois, but he has lived in Togo all his life.
Okay.
And
you housed them in Accra.
Yes, please.
Pay the salary.
Yes, please.
Then you being the brains behind the business, you were even telling him the kind of designs.
I have a standard. I have read about it. I know what I want. I have a standard that I've set for myself. So you can be a tailor for 10 years. There are a lot of people that I coach them.
You that you haven't sewn before, you coach tailors.
I have to coach you. I have to tell you the kind of cut. There's a standard I've set for my brand. You understand? So that is why I am the creative director. I'm the brain behind all the designs from SNG collections.
So you've not come across a tailor who will say, boss, this thing you are saying, it doesn't work like that. I mean, that's not how we do it.
Exactly. They will tell you because they will tell you. Okay. But at the end of the day, they'll have to succumb.
Because it's your brand.
It's my brand.
And you are the one paying them.
It will come out as unique.
If they do what you suggest.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Exactly.
SNG collections. So started by someone who isn't sewing but just has the passion. And then he brings in, wait, still on that issue, how come you couldn't get a Ghanaian to do this job? Why go to a Beninois Togolese to come do this job?
I told you that in Africa there are certain countries that are well versed. Okay, I'm coming. I'll come. When it comes
yes,
to
let's go.
when it comes to sewing, you see, Nigeria is ahead of Ghana when it comes to fashion. Togo and Benin. But as I'm speaking to you now, I have Ghanaian workers.
Okay.
These ones have understudied the Nigeria style of sewing.
Okay.
You understand? Now, Ghanaians are also coming up with innovatives, very creative designs.
Wow.
Because we have a lot of foreigners in the industry already, so they've been able to understudy them. You see, I have one worker who is a Ghanaian. He's a top notch.
Wow.
Because he came, I gave him a standard. He studied under a Nigerian, and now the guy is a top notch. He's one of my favorites. He's a Ghanaian. You understand? But I want to tell you that when it comes to something that people are they are equipped.
Be humble enough to learn from those who are better than you.
You see, there's no way a Nigerian will be able to cook, let's say, kokonte or fufu more than a Ghanaian.
Of course.
You can't, because that has been part of us.
It's true.
You see, these kaftans and then this...
It came from there.
It came from there.
Fantastic.
You understand? And you see, when this man, Alan Chamating, was, I think, trade
was
and
trade
industry,
minister.
Kofo's time.
Yeah.
He introduced these African wear, Friday African wear, and the Ghanaians all bought into that idea. And now sewing became very, very attractive. You see, when we were young, and then your mom say that you don't go to school, we are taking you to go and then learn sewing.
You go.
You see,
at the palm there.
You understand it. So if I'm saying Nigeria, if
they have been doing it for years,
you understand, and then they pride themselves with that.
Yeah.
But now, this industry is one of the money-making industry in Ghana now.
Wow. Listeners, I hope you're getting the trend that our West African neighbors had been doing traditional wear way before we even started doing Friday wear. So the expertise in that area was there. So he then brings one of them in, and then where did SNG's first customers come from?
Our first customers.
Yes.
Oh, we are in Ghana. We produce locally.
Okay.
So our first customer was in Ghana.
And it was who? A church member? Or?
Oh no! It was a doctor.
Okay.
It was a doctor. He spotted our designs on Facebook and then reached out to me. That was my first order.
Wow.
That was my first order. But one amazing thing is that it didn't go through well.
Oh my goodness.
The man ordered for 5 kaftans, and that was huge sums of money. He didn't pay for a dime. He sent the product to him, and then he rejected it.
Oh man.
You see,
so how did you survive? First,
it was a blow to me, but my wife stood behind me. At that time, we were not married yet.
Okay.
And then he said that
don't give up, don't throw in the towel.
He said that this one will be, as we are seeing this, it will be a history that we'll be telling, a testimony that we'll be telling.
And you are telling it here.
Some years to come. And I understood the man. You see, when it comes to clothing, everybody wants to look sharp in clothing.
Of course.
So everybody has its own standard and taste, how the thing is supposed to be. So if you don't meet that standard, the tendency of the person rejecting it is very high. So the man rejected it. I took it. You see, I took it in good faith. Now, I sat down and I said that no. I spotted the mistakes.
Okay. Because I was going to ask you if genuinely there were mistakes.
I spotted the mistakes. You understand? So I brought it back. I said that no. Then there is something I can improve upon the designs and then the type of materials to even use. Because his concern was on the fabrics.
Okay.
So I said that no. Then if I can see there are a lot of people in this class, so that means that if I'm doing anything, it has to be of that taste
to
the person. So I took all the things back. You see, this work, feedback is important.
Great.
If you don't get feedback, you'll be carried away by your sentiment. And then you may not be able to improve upon the brand. But when customers give you feedback, it tells you that you have to move an inch ahead and do a good and a nice and elegant job for them.
Feedback.
So feedback is
Customer
important.
feedback is important.
And you don't have to fight them. Me, I didn't fight him. Though I lost, I've paid everything to the workers. I lost, but I didn't give up.
So what did you do with those clothes?
Those clothes, I gave it out.
Gifts.
I gave that as a gift.
So another lesson learned here: when you start in a business, you might go through things like that. You might go through early rejection and all that. But hey, it is what it is. So now, at what point in this journey did you realize that, hey, this SNG thing, it has become a real business for me? I mean, at what point did you realize that you have actually established a good business?
All right. So when I left the one who did the first clothes for me, that he was a Ghanaian.
The first tailor whose
was-
items were rejected was Ghanaian.
He was a Ghanaian.
Okay.
He was living in Tema.
Okay.
So I said, I know. Then I have to read more. So I read more. And then I got another Nigerians. Okay. But the person who was doing was a Ghanaian, but he had Nigerian tailors. And I said,
Okay.
I know, then import. Let me also have a few with them. So I did works. My in-laws outside Accra, they saw the works on my page, and then they made an order. I did perfectly, and then I think there is a ministry. I will not mention the
Of course,
ministry.
yeah.
They also saw my work on Facebook. I went to his office, took his measurement, and gave him excellent. You see, as at now, 4 years, that ministry, from the low to the minister, I've been sewing for everyone.
One good job gets you your foot in the door,
Exactly.
and now you own the whole
So
place.
when I saw that now the cut is what I now prefer, I said, no, then this SNG is becoming a global brand. So I started with Instagram and then Facebook boosting and other stuff. So other people also recommend, and then that's how we got to the international world.
So using modern technology got him into that space, and now it is one of the brands that are out there. Let's look at the international clientele. When was the first international order, and then you realize that this is global?
The first international order.
What country? Who was that?
All right. So I did some to. The first one was in USA.
Okay.
USA, Dawale
Okay.
state. He was having his wedding, and it was a lady friend who is a deaconess in my church. She gave me that connection.
Okay.
So I did it for him. He was trying, so I did it for him, and then other people. The guy also connected me to other people, and I did it for them, and then it went well, very well. So the guy was having a wedding. The guy was having a wedding, and then he said no. Then I should do his wedding costumes for him.
Oh wow!
And then I did for all the groomsmen and then him as well. So he wore my product for his wedding.
And that's big.
That was big.
Yeah.
And then the next one was in Germany.
A Ghanaian.
A Ghanaian in Germany. He ordered and then he was selling. A lot of people sell my clothes out there. They have a shop that they sell in Germany. And then from Germany, that same woman in Germany connected me to a sister's son in the UK. He also ordered in bulk and was also selling in UK.
Okay.
And then my sister connected me to a woman in the US. I did a lot of work for her too.
Interesting. So I hope we're picking the lessons from this very conversation. This is how you're growing a local brand and making it an international brand, and it goes for not just kaftans, but for so many other businesses that are out there. And he's very heavy on the use of social media and the rest. You can see that as well. So we've transcended local. We're now getting international people to work on and all that, to wear our clothing. How do you ensure that you maintain standards over the period? Because you don't want standards to drop and then lose customers. So how have you maintained your standards?
This is a serious question. You see, when it comes to sewing or fashion, Africans, there is no way we can meet up with the European countries.
Okay.
See, they have the equipment, the technology at their disposal.
Of course.
Okay. So when you are doing, at least you have to be able to do it in such a way that if it doesn't match up with their level of standard, at least there should be the gap shouldn't be all that wide. And what has given us the opportunity is that what we produce in Africa, they cannot do it.
Okay.
See, what I'm worried now.
Meaning that if they begin to design kaftans like we do, we are in trouble.
They can't.
But they can't. So it's an advantage.
It's an advantage to us. Just as we cannot do
suits and
their suits. I can do very well.
Okay, Armani suits
as what they would do.
Okay.
The same thing. We would do it the same thing. You get
there
it.
Are people in Ghana who can sew an Armani suit and you wouldn't know the difference between
I'm sitting right before you and I said that I can.
Continue.
Can.
So you say we having our own brand of wear is a big advantage.
It's a big because the white man cannot do this.
Yeah, because he doesn't wear this. So
he doesn't wear this. He doesn't. No. He cannot do what I'm wearing now. Safari suit. They are not into it. You see, they are not also into political suit and then kaftan.
Of course,
a white man cannot do agbada.
No,
he can't. Okay, so and because they are culture driven.
Okay,
and they know that culture is dynamic, it changes. So sometimes they want to also have a taste of the culture of certain African countries. That is why we see them coming in as tourists and other things. So tourism also includes the fashion industry.
Of course.
So they want to also wear Ghana, wear Africa. So if you don't take care, the shoulder will puff like this.
Okay.
And then it will be standing. So it does not relax. It has to relax. You see the shirt you are wearing? It is not. It is
what would you call this?
A white man made, right?
Yes, this is made by a Ghanaian.
This is made by a Ghanaian. Very good. You see, it's very nice. You see the shoulder? It's relaxed.
Okay.
But you cannot do some and then the shoulder is not relaxed. It is pointed. No.
So these little things that people would say, it's nothing. You don't say it's nothing.
No.
For SNG, excellence is in the details.
Excellence is in the details. Our finishing is much important. So I do every finishing. Any work that comes out, I have to. There will be no product that will exit the production room that will not pass through my hands. Okay, unless on a few instances.
When maybe you are not available.
That when I'm not available.
Wow. So what is this? What has SNG grown into now? These tailors and dressmakers you're working with, are they staff or they are contractors, or are they working in their own shops and you go and give them the goods, or you have a place where they all are? How do you manage this?
All right, thank you. So we started by subletting.
Okay.
But now, by the grace of God, we have 2 shops to our name.
Oh wow.
I have a production room where we do production. That one, it is only so we don't meet clients there. And then I have a big showroom on the Spinter stretch.
Wow.
So we started online, WhatsApp, Facebook. It was really we added IG. WhatsApp, and it was selling. And now it has generated into a physical structure.
Just like that.
Just like that.
So you just heard it. Passion makes sure that even if you start small, you get to the top. And so in that production place, how many tailors are you working with now?
Oh, I have quite a number. Okay, so right now I have let's say 6.
Oh wow, 6.
Let's say 6. I have 6.
And they have work to do 24 hours a day.
They have work to do 24 hours a day. They have work to do 24 hours a day.
They are paid monthly, or they are paid per the number of things they
Per
sew.
the number of things they sew.
That's a model I need you to dear listener, I'm talking to you. There's a model. Don't go and put somebody on salary when you can easily put a person on commission and all that. Sometimes the revenue models are a bit clouded for local businesses. So we're hearing from SNG. These are the little lessons that makes me wake up every morning to come and do this show, just to ensure that we're educating you to know a lot more. It's 9:45, meaning that we've just over 10 minutes to wrap up this thing. They say you do something called Kaftan in 72 hours. What is it?
All right. So is a new initiative or directive that we rolled out.
Okay.
There are some people will want a 24-hour service.
Okay.
I do 24-hour service. I do 48. I do 72.
So if today is Friday.
Today is Friday.
And I need something for Sunday morning.
You need something on Saturday. That's 24 hours. So I will take it and I will charge you.
Oh my goodness. So one of the questions I've always wanted to ask people of you in their fashion, especially when it goes beyond your locality, how do you get people's measurements?
When it is, so that's why I am the creative director.
So as you're looking at me, you know my measurement.
I know your measurement because I've met a lot of people in your class.
With my body shape, size,
in your
and
class.
Okay.
You understand? The white man does clothes. He doesn't take your measurement, but you go to the shop and buy, and it fits well.
Of course.
Doesn't it? How did he do it? Okay. All right. So right now, I can just look at you and then give you a nice cut. But you see, so when it goes outside our locality where we cannot see the person to take the person's measurement.
The person's in the US.
Okay,
He's
so
ordered something.
Oh, I do. You have, let's say, a video call.
Okay.
And then some Ghanaians have tape measure, so I'll teach you how to measure. Though they will not be accurate. I'm not looking at it. I just want an idea, and then I will know what to do.
Okay.
So and sometimes they will send you a full picture.
Okay.
When you send your full picture, the probability of me missing
is very low.
Is 0.01.
Interesting. The probability of you missing is 0.01.
If I have the full picture, the probability is 0.01.
Interesting. Okay. So someone listening to us will say, I also love fashion. I love to look good. But I'm also in the university. I'm doing a cons like my brother here. Now, let me find out from you. Has the econs in the university played any role in the growth of SNG collections?
Exactly. What's the central theme of economics? The central theme of economics is scarcity, right? It means that resources are limited.
Okay.
They are available but limited in supply. That's how economics is on the basis of scarcity.
Okay.
Now, so I looked into the space of industry and I saw a great gap of standard. Okay, so I will just fix it. So in fixing it is me giving you the best standard of cut. Okay, and then we have what we call price determination in economics. That's demand and supply. So price is determined by the forces of demand and supply.
Okay.
Okay. So if I know the cost of production, I'll have to get my profit out of the production or the product that I give you. So economics has guided me in the area of choice.
Okay.
So in the choice of tailors, economics played a role.
Okay.
In the choice of material, fabrics for the job, economics played a role.
Interesting.
You understand? So
where are you sourcing these your materials from? Locally, internationally? Where do you get your fabrics from?
Locally.
Okay.
Locally.
They are trusted suppliers that you use locally.
Yes, please.
Okay. What are the biggest challenges facing the fashion or clothing industry in this country, and what can government or whoever should do something? What can they do about it? What are the biggest challenges?
All right. So thank you so much. You see, Ghana, we don't produce most of the fabrics we use in the industry.
Okay.
The only fabrics we produce locally are cloth.
Okay. The wax,
like batik, tie and dye, GTP. Okay. And we don't use GTP more in doing kaftans.
Of course.
Like top and down.
Yeah.
You see, we don't use it. But what we use is the cashmere.
Okay.
Cashmere, we use and all these fabrics are imported.
Okay.
So the supplier imports them and supplies you.
Okay.
So if it's beyond the borders of Ghana, that means that the import is going to be in the currency of dollars.
Then exchange issues.
So if there is a high exchange rate, that means that it's obviously going to have an impact on the price of the fabric.
Of course.
Okay. So when we also get it at a higher price, then it means that we are also selling it at a higher price.
Of course.
Which in one way or the other will also deter the young man who is on allowance basis like NSS.
Of course.
The person will not look nice because he wants to also look good, but because of the price. So one thing that is affecting this industry is exchange rate. That is it is very, very much important.
Okay.
And then secondly, light issue.
Power. ECG.
You see, this is our production is solely relying on power. So if there is inefficiency in the supply of power, it means that there is going to be a low productivity in the industry. Okay, recently they've been doing that thing on and off. But I think for the past 3 or 4 years, let's say, or 7 years, the power has been stable for some time now. So we pray that it continues to be stable. So this is one of the things that challenges this industry in Africa. Nigeria is having a terrible issue because of power. That's why they are all coming to Ghana.
Okay.
Can't you see that we have a lot of Nigerians and they are mostly are tailors?
Okay. Oh, there are a lot of Nigerian tailors in Ghana.
A lot.
Interesting.
A lot. Ghanaian tailors, is it when the job, you cannot do it alone. If I'm sewing, I cannot sew 30 top and down in a week. You have to hire.
Okay.
You understand? So in hiring, who do you choose?
Okay.
That is more important.
So you think we should collaborate more with our Nigerian brothers?
Exactly. Are Ghanaians not working in Nigeria?
Well, they are.
They are.
So we should open here too for them.
Exactly. Let them come and work.
Dzema in GH is now a big deal. Tourism is a big player in our economy now. How has your industry benefited from the tourism boom in this country?
All right, I've been invited for programs of that sort.
Okay.
I think there was a lady that called me that they want to give me an award. It's an international and this is our tourism, but I've rejected almost all of them. So I've not fully be in that area, so I cannot speak much on that.
But I mean, why you think SNG hasn't grown to the place where you need international recognition?
See, life is in stages.
Of course. You haven't reached where you think.
No, not that I haven't reached there. Okay. Even your platform, this is also a means of producing the tourism. Producing tourism,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
A lot of it will amaze you to know a lot of foreigners who are listening to us now.
Okay.
We have whites who are also listening.
Of course.
And this is a means of also increasing tourism.
Okay.
All right. But just as I don't want to associate myself with that for now.
For now.
Like you mount a place, office space like Accra Mall, and people will be walking by. No. For now, I have not decided on.
So you might, but not for now.
Not for now.
Okay, so what does the future hold for SNG Collections by Paul? That's the name on IG. SNG Collections by _Paul. Go check him out. Great designs. I'm looking at some exciting kaftans here and menswear, Wear Africa, and all that. What is the future like? What does the future look like when you project, where you're a man of God, so you project into the spirit? What do you see in the future like?
All right, so the future for SNG Collection is that we will try to become the most excellent brand in Africa.
Africa. Okay. Big dream.
Yes. And we perceive to also have a lot of branches in Accra and outside Accra.
Okay. Where do you think the next might be?
Kumasi.
Okay.
Specifically.
I would have expected that. Yeah, because at least if you are in Osekrum, then you are slowly taking over Ghana. Any final words before we take leave of you, Paul?
All right. So, my final word is that I'll thank my
spiritual father,
Apostle Stephen Numa, once again, and then my wife.
Okay.
She has been solidly behind me.
Great.
For all these years.
What's her name?
Her name is Ruth Frimpong Manson.
Okay.
But I call her Anointed Sophizo.
Anointed Sophizo, your husband said you're a solid rock behind her. Anyway. And then?
All right. So, what I'll say is that if you are listening to us, you want any outfit for an occasion like wedding, preaching appointment, you want to wear, we have casual wears as well. You can just reach out to us on our handles. We will just reach out to you.
Thank you so much for coming. His name is Paul Fosu Ejay. He's a CEO of SNG Collections, and he joined us today on fashion and the way forward in this industry. You heard his lessons that he was throwing out to us. I hope you've picked up your lessons as well. All too soon, time is up. Coming up at 10 a.m. and beyond is NYA the brand with the brighter side. Paul, before we leave, any numbers that people can reach you on?
All right. So our numbers are 0540 988 734, and then we have 0544 60 6101, and our handles, we have Facebook SNG Collections, and then Instagram SNG Collections, and our showroom is located on the Spinter Stretch behind Batuna Tota.
Thank you very much, Paul, for coming through. NYA takes over from me, but I have to leave, and it's a weekend ahead of us. Definitely, God willingly, we'll be here on Monday to continue with the